Hello everyone, Jason Lay back here again, and today we are going to be talking about Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 2. Yes, I know that the season came out in January. I just was on a little break back then, if you guys already know. But I want to talk about it because I love Jurassic Park, and I want to cover a lot of what happened in this season that I might find interesting, that might happen in either Season 3 or in Jurassic World Dominion. Basically, I'm just a Jurassic Park fan that loves talking about Jurassic Park. Okay, let's go. So the season starts off with Darius and his friends stuck on the island after the events of Jurassic World and the first season of Camp Cretaceous. And so they're trying to find food. They're trying to make shelter wherever they can. They're just trying to survive. And once they come across a team of explorers that went to the island for their own agenda, and I will not spoil what they're here for just in case you guys haven't seen this show yet, or at least this season, they bring in the kids to be with them. And all might not be what they seem with these characters. And so Darius and his friends are trying to figure out what's going on, why they're here, and what can they do to get back home. So overall, I think this season is a vast improvement over the first one. I really enjoyed the first season of Camp Cretaceous. I saw it was fun, funny, and I'm glad that it has deaths even though they're not shown much. I think this season handled them even much better. Yes, you don't see them, but the way they are utilized in this show, the deaths, and I will not spoil which deaths, it was beautiful. I liked it. I thought it worked well for a kids film. Thought it was pretty scary for a kids film. I mean, it wasn't scary for me, but I could see a kid maybe after the season's over being like, how graphic was this scene? Or something like that. I don't know. I just think that deaths here are handled very well for a kids show. The animation is great. I think it is just on par with the first season, though I don't know there's much improvements. I think it looked the same. We get to see more of the T-Rex. That is something that I missed in the first season. There wasn't much of Rexy, and only in like the intro. Here, Rexy is here a lot, and I love seeing her go around wreaking havoc. And what I also love about this show is that it made the dinosaurs feel like animals. I love the dinosaurs in the movies, but in the Jurassic World movies in particular, they don't sometimes feel like animals. Sometimes they do feel like superhero characters. I will admit that. That is one problem I have with both Jurassic World films. I mean, I still really like them, especially Fallen Kingdom, but I can see some criticisms for that. Here, I love how they portray these dinosaurs more as animals, and that is utilized very well with the character of Darius, who is infatuated by these dinosaurs, even though he's scared. And I love Darius here in this season more than the last one. You can tell how much of a toll it is trying to lead these kids to safety, trying to protect everyone, keep everyone safe, and it's taking a toll on him. Some of the other characters are not as memorable, though I will say Brooklyn is pretty much an improvement over the first season. She's more interesting here. But overall, the characters here are just pretty much as I expected from them. They're the same like they were in the first season. I like them pretty much, though Darius and Brooklyn did have their own major improvements as characters, and they were developed, in my opinion, very well. So after characters, they're cool. The new characters, the explorers, I love them. I'm not going to talk much about them in case you haven't seen it, but I really love what they did with them in terms of what you think, who they are in the beginning when you first meet them, and they were just great. They were just great characters, and I really loved their presence on screen. But overall, it's just another fun show. Just a much more improved story overall. It is much more interesting. Some of the stuff that they explored in the island and what they are setting up for the next season, or in possibly little hints of what could happen in Dominion. I thought it all worked very well, and it was also very funny. I love the humor here better than the first season. It was just a delightful show for basically families to watch. If you're a Jurassic Park fan and you really wanted to see an animated Jurassic Park show, this is still the game for you. This is still a really fun Jurassic Park show, and I would recommend Season 2 quite a bit. I'm going to give Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 2 an A-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.